Canada at a crossroads: immigration, identity, and the future of a nation. Canada's immigration policy is at a pivotal moment. As the 2025 election approaches, Liberal leader Mark Carney and Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre offer starkly different visions for the country's growth. Carney advocates for managed growth, while Poilievre calls for stricter controls. At the heart of this debate lies a quiet shift: data-driven immigration quotas that could change how we welcome newcomers. This video explores the stakes and why this matters to every Canadian. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. Immigration policy is no longer just a question of numbers, it's about housing, healthcare, identity, and the long-term direction of Canada as a nation. As the 2025 federal election nears, the debate between Liberal leader Mark Carney and Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre is shaping up to be more than political theater. It's a contest over who gets to call Canada home and how the country adapts to rapid change. From headline promises to deeper policy shifts, we'll unpack what each leader is offering and why it matters to every Canadian, whether you're a newcomer, a long-time voter, or simply concerned about the future of your city. The tipping point: can Canada keep up? For years, immigration has powered Canada's economic engine, filled crucial labor shortages, and revitalized communities. But growing pressures, skyrocketing housing prices, overburdened hospitals, and an uncertain job market have forced many Canadians to ask, can we sustain this level of growth? That question is now front and center in the political clash between Carney and Poilievre, who present starkly different paths forward. Mark Carney's strategy: managed growth and regional balance. Liberal leader Mark Carney draws on his background as a central banker to promote a vision of measured, sustainable growth. His 2025 to 2027 immigration levels plan reduces the permanent resident intake to 395,000 in 2025, with further gradual decreases. Carney doesn't see this as pulling back, but rather recalibrating, giving provinces and municipalities time to catch up with housing and services. One of his most transformative proposals is capping temporary residence, including international students, foreign workers, and asylum seekers, to 5% of the population by 2026. This addresses growing concerns in cities like Toronto and Vancouver, where affordability and infrastructure have reached breaking points. Carney's plan emphasizes regional distribution, directing newcomers to areas with labor shortages and available housing. He also champions better integration pathways for international students and temporary workers, but only when aligned with real economic demand. His platform supports rural resettlement, francophone immigration outside Quebec, and stronger oversight of education institutions to ensure they can support international student populations. Pierre Poilievre's approach: tighter controls and national reprioritization. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre offers a radically different vision, one of immediate slowdown. He proposes capping permanent immigration at 250,000 or fewer annually, and promises to drastically reduce temporary migration as well. Citing systemic overload, he argues that Canada needs time to rebuild its infrastructure and public services before welcoming more people. A cornerstone of Poilievre's plan includes reimposing visa requirements for countries like Mexico to curb what he calls fraudulent asylum claims. He criticizes what he describes as lax oversight of temporary migration and promises a centralized vetting system that integrates federal and provincial data to prioritize applicants based on labor needs and service capacity. Culturally, Poilievre has also struck a more nationalistic tone, calling for newcomers to fully integrate and move away from what he terms hyphenated multiculturalism. His supporters see this as a call for unity. Critics argue it borders on exclusionary. Economic stakes: growth, labor, and aging populations. Both leaders recognize immigration's economic impact, but with vastly different responses. The Bank of Canada has cautioned that slashing immigration could hinder growth. Key sectors: construction, elder care, agriculture, and hospitality rely heavily on both permanent and temporary immigrants. At the same time, Canada's aging population demands an influx of younger, working-age individuals to sustain the tax base and fuel innovation. Without them, economists warn of declining productivity and global competitiveness. The cities push back, local services at breaking point. While federal leaders debate national policy, local leaders are sounding the alarm. Mayors in major cities are urging the government to slow immigration until housing and transit can catch up. Carney has responded with proposals for federal infrastructure investment tied directly to immigration. He envisions new planning standards and cross-government coordination. Poilievre, meanwhile, sees no choice but to hit pause, arguing that better planning isn't enough, and that reducing numbers is the only solution in the short term. The quiet revolution, data-driven immigration quotas. One emerging idea could change the debate entirely, shifting from national immigration targets to city and province-level quotas based on real-time data. Under this model, cities would submit reports on housing, healthcare capacity, employment needs, and infrastructure before immigration numbers are set. This flexible, localized system could help prevent overload while allowing high-capacity regions to welcome more newcomers. Advocates say it's smarter and more adaptive. Critics worry it could fragment the system or introduce new bureaucratic hurdles. Neither Carney nor Poilievre has fully endorsed it, but pressure is building from provinces and municipalities alike. What's at stake in 2025? The choice between Carney and Poilievre is about more than numbers. It's about values, systems, and what kind of future Canadians want. One leader calls for managed integration and national coordination, the other demands tough limits and national recalibration. Both approaches will deeply shape Canada's economy, communities, and cultural identity. And with data-driven quotas on the horizon, the country may be heading for its most significant immigration reform in decades. Canada's immigration future isn't just about numbers, it's about who we are as a nation. As the election approaches, the choices we make will shape Canada's identity, economy, and future for years to come. That is all for today, in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.